So today's addition to the Camino packing list is Bazooka Veruca, or as it might be known in other parts of the world, Bazooka Your Plantabort. So that's one more thing to sort out. I'm planning to walk the Camino de Santiago, but I'm having trouble deciding how best to carry water. A couple of weeks ago I went on a test walk over 2 days, and I just kept my water bottles in the side pockets of my Osprey Kestrel rucksack. But the thing I realised during the walk is how important these outside pockets are. There's one either side where I get the water bottles, and there's one bigger one on the back where I put my waterproofs. But these are important because during a day's walking you want to try and avoid opening your rucksack if you can. It might be raining, something might fall out. If you have to get something out, you have to rummage about inside. So for example, my test walk, at one point I had to walk on a busy main road, so I decided I wanted to put my high-vis top on. If I'd have had that in the side pocket, I could just reach round and put it on. So I thought, well, I shall be clever and I shall get rid of the water bottles, and instead I shall get Osprey's Hydraulics hydration reservoir, which is kept in between the back of the rucksack and the main pack itself. Here it is. So here is my very quick product review of the Osprey Hydraulics reservoir. They come in 4 different sizes. If you get a blue one, then it has the back stiffener, which makes it easy to slide it into the back of the rucksack, and also stops the bag bulging against your back. The thing I like about it is down the side it's got marked how much water's in there, so you don't have to fill it all the way to the top if you don't want to. It's got a handle, makes it easy to carry and to slide it into the back of the rucksack, and you fill it up by sliding this part off. It opens up like this. You can fill it up at a tap, and you just turn it back round there, slide that bit on, and straight away it's watertight, which is very good. And you put it into the back of the rucksack. It goes between the backrest and the rucksack itself, and you slide it in with the stiffener towards the backrest. Go straight in, and there's a little strap that it connects to keep it in place, and then there's a valve here where the drinking pipe goes into, and that stops the water coming out when it's not in there, and it just clicks in. And you have the drinking hose, and it comes with a magnet that you fix onto the chest strap, and so it attaches there. You can switch the bite valve on and off. That's off. That's on. So it seems to me it's a quality product that's been designed by someone who knows what they're doing and has wanted to provide something that's useful. So you might think, well, why is there a problem? Why don't I just take the reservoir and everything will be fine? Well, we'll do that bit in the issues section, which is next. So concern number 1 is the reservoir contains 3 litres of water, which would definitely last me all day unless it was very hot, but it also weighs 3 kilograms, and on the Camino everyone tells me you must try and keep the weight down as much as you can. So I could take less water, and in fact on the Camino Frances the guidebook recommends taking 1 litre of water as 2 half-litre bottles, because there are drinking fountains all the way along, so you could easily get away with just filling up your reservoir with 1 litre. On the Via de la Plata and some of the other routes in the summer, people do sometimes run out of water, so I can see then you'd want to take the full 3 litres. But on the Camino Frances, 1 litre should be fine. but that means I won't have enough water to last all day, so I'll need to take it out and check to see how much water's left in there, because I won't know whether I've got enough water so I can gulp it down, or whether I'm running a bit low, so I need to be a bit more sparing. With a bottle, it's very easy, isn't it? You just take it out and look, and you can tell straight away. To take out the bladder, it's easy, but it is a bit of a faff. It's much more difficult to take it out and put it back in. So that's number one. It's not as easy to keep it topped up as bottles, and it's not as easy to see how much water's in there. The second issue is just how easy bottles are to use in general. If, for example, if you're at a drinking fountain, you can take the top off and turn your bottle into a cup, and you can really gulp down the water. If you want to share the water with somebody else, you just take the top off. You know, if they're running low, you can give them some of your water. Also, if for some reason you want to wash your hands with a bottle, you just turn it upside down and squirt it. With the bite valve on the reservoir, it's much more dedicated to just one person drinking out of it and then just drinking. You know, I don't know how you'd have to take the pack out if you wanted to pour it into somebody else's bottle, or do anything like that. I don't think you could use it to wash your hands or anything. Also, with bottles, I've got two of them, so if one of them got a leak, then you've got a spare one, so you won't lose all your water. With the reservoir, it's a top quality product. I don't think it ever would get punctured unless you're very lucky or become faulty, but if it did, then you're a bit stuck. You know, you haven't got any drinking water. So in some ways, bottles, although they're less sophisticated, they're just more straightforward, easier to use. Also, I think the reservoir will be more difficult to keep clean than the bottles. With a bottle, you wash it up, you dry it with a tea towel, it's all done. Osprey say with the reservoirs, you have to empty them out each night, and you don't have to wash them every night, but you do have to leave them hanging up in a ventilated area to let the water evaporate away, so they're completely dry the next day. When you did want to wash them, Osprey sell cleaning tablets, and you fill the reservoir with warm water, you put the cleaning tablet in, and it dissolves, and the warm water just soaks through all the different parts of the reservoir. You can't buy them in Britain, or at least I haven't been able to find them. You probably wouldn't be able to buy them on the Camino. You could use washing up liquid, but I think it's more difficult given how easy it is to clean bottles. I think it'd be more difficult to keep the reservoir clean. Also, the reservoir intrudes into the rucksack space. There's the back of the rucksack shaped so that when you put the reservoir down the back, it goes a little way into the rucksack, so you gain space in the outside pockets, but you lose space on the inside of the rucksack. So there's a bit of a compromise. Take bottles, lose outside space. Take the reservoir, lose inside space. So I thought, well, this isn't very good. But then I went online and I found this product. They're water bottle holders made by Mammoth. They open with Velcro, so they take any size bottle pretty much, up to a litre, I think. There's something underneath to stop it falling out the bottom. There's an elastic strap to stop the bottle falling out. And then I've put them on the harness of the rucksack, and it's not ideal because the only thing that stops the water bottles holder sliding down is the chest strap on the rucksack. And also I'm not sure how strong these Velcro straps are on the water bottle holder, and if after a month of doing this, of using these things, is the Velcro going to still be strong enough to hold it on. So there's one. I shall now demonstrate them. It's a bit more difficult to put the rucksack on with them there. And there I do the chest strap up. They're quite sturdy. And so this is what I think is the best solution so far, because number one, it doesn't take up any space from the outside pocket, so I'm free to put things in there that I want to have access to. It doesn't take any space from the inside of the rucksack. They're there and easy to get to, and I can drink from them or see how much water's left. But as I say, I'm not sure how effective this is, the way of holding onto the straps, going to be in the long term. So ideally, I'd like Osprey to come up with a product like this that is properly integrated with their rucksack, because everything else they do is top quality. So if they did this, I'd have much more confidence in it. At the moment, this is what I think I'm going to do. If you've got a stronger opinion about something, if you've used the reservoir, for example, and you think it's much better for other reasons that I haven't realised, please let me know in the comments. But otherwise, I think that's what I'm going to do. So thank you for watching, and goodbye.